And now we wanted to create a space for a ritual as we continue to get grounded in this Pentecost Sunday. So it is my joy to help guide us through this opening ritual as we proclaim the descent of the Spirit of love on this Pentecost Sunday. Today, tomorrow, and every day, we proclaim that Spirit is at work bringing unity in diversity, not uniformity. So I invite you to lean in to this magical, just, loving, and expansive kingdom of God that we experience today during Pentecost, a time where people are united and understood, a day, a world that invites us to cross borders, break down walls, and understand each other for the gift that we each are in our differences. So as we move through tonight's service and go out into the world, may we be reminded that the heart of the gospel, of the word that we will read and hear tonight, reminds us how God meets people where they are, speaks their language, calls them by name. Spirit is calling us to continue to build and organize with the poor and the oppressed in love and justice. So let us together invoke the spirit of love, fire, and liberation to come down upon us and in this space. So join me and my fellow leaders this evening as we move through a ritual. There'll be a time where folks can respond in the section that says, all please stay on mute, but we will know that we will be reading that together. Thank you for that. Beloveds, we gather not in fear, but in fire. We gather not in shame, but in sacred embodiment. We gather in the spirit of those who have passed, those who have survived, and those who still rise. So we all say, come, Spirit of love. Come, Spirit of fire. Come, Spirit of liberation.
This is Pentecost, not the fire of condemnation, but the fire that sets us free. The fire that translates and organizes our struggle into our collective power in the here and the now, silencing shame, bridging division, and amplifying the plight, fight, and insight of our leaders. A fire that celebrates our queer, trans, and non-binary holiness.
Too long have our Bible pages been used as weapons. Too long have they been twisted into cages. But today we proclaim liberation, not just for ourselves, but for all. Our story is a story that brought us out of Exodus and into resurrection, a story not of exclusion, but of abundant life and love for all, a story where everybody is in and no one is out.
Pentecost expands our imagination and gives us a taste of our collective power. It shows us the power of hearing each other in our own tongues. It invites us to celebrate and nurture every difference held as divine. Spirit of love, descend on us now. Help us lean into Pentecost, translating your sacred texts in all lines that divide us into messages of unity, of organization, and of power, building to bring your kingdom here on earth.
Let us breathe together the breath of Spirit, not the breath stolen by the police, not the breath stolen by systems of supremacy, but the breath of abundance, of unity, a joyous and expansive breath of fire, of life. Inhale. Together we breathe from fear to fierce joy. Together we breathe from invisibility and division to holy embodiment and unity. Together we breathe from silence and individualism to spirit-filled action and interdependence.
The miracle of Pentecost doesn't stop in Act 2. It continues every time we speak hope when there's despair. Every time we reach across a boundary to love our neighbor. Every time we invite someone to belong and to organize with us. Every time we let Spirit lead us into deeper unity and movement building. Let us be Pentecost people, today, tomorrow, and always.
So we carry on now with our tongues of fire, ready to hear and see Spirit moving through us as we continue to bring good news to the poor and oppressed. So we all say, "Come, Spirit of love, come, Spirit of fire, come, Spirit of liberation."